I got to eat my words. Justin Tafa, you indeed are a bad man. I said Parker Porter is the guy to get the job done for this bout matchup. Look at the experience. Look at the wins Tafa has. But if there's one thing that nobody can dare to argue with, it's Justin Tafa's power is incredible, right? So what does Parker Porter do? He does the only thing that he can do against a Tafa who is faster than him, but he doesn't have as much volume as him, right? Parker Porter says, I'm going to come in, three-piece you, right? Da-da-da-da-da, blitz in. Crazy, but a blitz, not like a calculated blitz, like a crazy, I'm going to come in, da-da-da-da-da, right? And he did that the first time, and it worked. He did the second time, so-so. He did that the third time, Tafa said, ding, put him to bed. And then danced on him, which was my favorite part. No disrespect. I just thought that was awesome. In front of Perth crowd, come on, what are we talking about here? If all it takes is one, these are heavyweights. We know that's all it takes, right? But at the end of the day, it's like Justin Tafa. You know when you're in the zone. You know when you're locked in and you just see things coming, right? And you just kind of like, oh shit, like I'm just doop doop, bing. I felt like that's what it was for Justin Tafa. You said it himself, a little more stoic, a little more locked in. I mean, talk to me about this performance.
Derek, what more could you really say, bro? That bad man showed up and he did what bad men do, and it make you eat a knuckle sandwich when you're rushing in on him trying to be a bully, bro.
Right.
It was a beautiful performance. I was saying that Justin Tafa has that new speed, that kind of wit about him. He's reading the game, and like you said, Derek, it looked like he was locked in. He was reading things coming. Step back left hand, one of the prettiest counters you can ever hit whenever you're throwing, punches down the pipe, man. It was a beautiful performance for Tafa.
Yeah.
And I think this is a nice one to get him out of that mix of a lower tier heavyweight, if you will. I feel like this is one that battles him out of that one. Now we're going to get to see him fight more, a higher class of opponent, if you will.
And that's a good and a bad thing, right? Because we've seen him drop the ball against a couple of guys who maybe he shouldn't have dropped the ball against. But Parker Porter is definitely a feather in the cap, right? That's, a notch in your belt, I guess you could say right there. So, listen, not much to talk about because the fight was over in like a minute and a half, right? But I mean, you gotta feel for Parker Porter on this one because you saw as soon as he came to, he was like, God damn, man. He probably felt like he was the better guy that night. And the better guy doesn't always win. I'm not saying that's the case here, but Justin Tafa, you are indeed a bad man, and I eat crow on that one. I absolutely